Okay, the quick 5-minute version. This is the first test you're going to be taking, 7A, based on state government. A couple key things. What tells the state government what it can and can't do? Virginia Constitution. Its power, the branches is separated here, just like at the national level, legislative, executive, and judicial. That will be on there. You need to know that we have 3 different branches. In the legislative branch, the state legislative is the General Assembly. It is bicameral, bicameral meaning 2 houses. 2 houses are called House of Delegates and the Virginia Senate. They each year will approve the biennial budget. Remember, it's once every 2 years, biennial budget. Um, the governor, right here, the executive branch, is the one who would be proposing it. He serves 1 4-year terms. He gets the help of the lieutenant governor and the attorney general. Analogy might be how we have a president and a vice president, and we have a governor and a lieutenant governor. The attorney general is like the head lawyer. These are the 2 most high profile of the executive branch. There will be some court questions. If you see courts, it is in the judicial branch, or you need to know that basically the Supreme Court is the highest in the judicial branch. And that's really all there is to it. This chart should look familiar to what you have in your notes. Again, don't even worry about local. None of this stuff will be on there. The jobs don't change. It doesn't matter what level. Legislative makes, executive enforces, judicial interprets. But here at the General Assembly, we have, again, Virginia Senate, House of Delegates, bicameral, Lieutenant Governor, Attorney General helping out the governor do his job. And they're basically equivalents, as you can see, House of Reps, House of Delegates, just the name changes. Job stays pretty much the same. So you can see General Assembly, their job is make laws, approve budget. There's your biennial every 2 years. Then we have our executive, where their job is to enforce laws, prepare the budget, appoint cabinet members. Same thing, just different level. The one I think you'll have a harder time with is 7B here. And that's where we get those, remember the notes where we did the 5 things you got to know? It's on one of the sides of your study guide that we went over in class. So you have federalism, definitely going to be a question about that. Where I ask you about the division of power between the states and national government. That's really all there is to it. It's what we've been studying for last week and a half or so. And basically, any powers not given to the national government go to the states, but we call those powers reserve powers. It also could be considered the 10th Amendment. A lot of this will be just you determining, like down here, which one's a national power and which ones, belong to the states. So we'll talk about that in a second. If there's ever an argument between national and state, national wins. That's why it's called national government is supreme. That's really all you know. Okay, so state cannot supersede national. Again, power is not given to national governments or to the states or whatever, 10th Amendment. There are powers that are denied to both, meaning nobody gets them. You see some down here, powers denied to states, like they can't do certain things, such as like states aren't allowed to coin money because we already have U.S. money. But even the national government can't tell anybody you have to be Catholic. That would be violating freedom of religion. So denied powers, nobody gets. Here we come into the concerns of each one. So national, they're going to worry about conducting foreign policy, regulating commerce, provide for common defense. I can go down here, declaring war, establishing a federal court system, coining money, regulate. Already said that one. International trade, all these things that they're in charge of. Basically, they're big picture. If it affects more than one state, it's going to be them. So that means making a treaty, like I said, war, coining money. I'm just trying to think of anything I could have listed. State powers, on the other hand, they're going to be more about public health, safety, and welfare. These are our schools, our education stuff, our traffic laws like speeding, tickets, speed limits, those type of things. Marriage laws, all those type of things are in charge of the state. They also, remember, it doesn't say it up here though, that state tells local government what to do. Basically, like state tells local, national tells state. They don't always get along. That's why it says tensions exist. Basically because states don't always have the money, but the national says, do it anyways. Then we have concurrent powers. It means shared, things they can both do. Like here we see taxes, borrow money. We talked about other things. The one we really talked about was like roads, how each one kind of has a type of road that defines them. Like national has the interstate highway that was, came out under Dwight D. Eisenhower. So that involves multiple states. You have like Route 1 that involves multiple counties, so it's not local. Stafford, Fairfax, Prince William, and you have things like Mohican, which is just Lake Ridge really, that uses that road. So that's like the quick version of everything. You know, like I said, this is 7A. It's pretty much everything we just went over. You see the Constitution, branches, General Assembly stuff, executive branch, Lieutenant Governor, Attorney General, and the courts. And this is 7B. If it's not on here, I can't, teach it to you. There was one thing that's not mentioned here. If you see the words like enumerated or express or implied, the level of government that it's talking about is national. Expressed and enumerated, meaning, hey, it's written directly in the Constitution. Implied, meaning, it's basically kind of where they stretch the wording, but it's used to help carry out express powers. So, anyways, hope this was helpful. Good luck.